Hola from the West Side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and it is time for Not So Random Chat. So go grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever your libation is tonight, and let's start to talk about whatever we want to. I'll be right with you guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hola. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I'm going to wait because I know you guys can't hear me. If you are in the room, let folks get in here. I see Uppity Unicorn has already brought her unicorn self in. Hey, sis. Hope everybody had a great weekend and hope everyone had a good Monday. Whew. A lot of crazy stuff going on. Young man was accidentally, and I put that in quotation marks. Hey, Joe. Hey, love your mother. I put that in quotation, accidentally shot in Minneapolis by a female police officer on a traffic stop for, I guess, registration violation. Y'all, they're saying that this is accidental, and this is what Minneapolis is saying. But in listening to law enforcement and having friends in law enforcement myself, it's hard for you to accidentally shoot somebody because your firearm is always going to be on your dominant side. So if you're right-handed, firearm's on the right-hand side. If you're left-handed, firearm is on the left-hand side, which means the taser is on the other side. So let's assume that this officer was right-handed, okay? Which is, 75% of the people in this world. Only 25% of us are southpaws, like myself. So let's assume she's right-handed. And what? She got confused between her right and left? Is that what happened? And pulled out the gun instead of the taser while she was yelling taser? Is that what we are to believe? Is that what we're to believe, you guys? That sounds very suspicious. And I bet you it's going to be an Amber Geiger situation with her. I just feel like that's what they're going to do. Now, I have not been watching the trial in Minnesota. I can't. I feel like I'll be triggered, so I'm not going to watch it. I'm not watching it. I mean, I've heard, other people watching it. I can get the little bits and pieces from that. I understand that George Floyd's brother testified today. And I understand that I believe the coroner testified and said that Mr. Floyd's death was as a result of the trauma from the force that was put on him by the former police officer. But you guys, in my heart of hearts, I pray that they remember what happened in the trial in 1994 in regards to the beating of Rodney King, which happened in 92, 2 years prior. This happened pretty quick that they got this to trial. I mean, they did this in less than a year. And 30 something years ago, almost 30 years ago, 27 years ago, it took them 2 years to go to trial. But I hope they remember what happened after that trial was taken out of the city of Los Angeles to a court in another county, Ventura County, to Simi Valley. And those officers were all found not guilty. So our eyes, we were told to not believe what our eyes saw. Hey, Terry. So we were made, so I'm hoping that, you know, in Minnesota, that everything is saying that it's this man's fault. All the testimony that I believe that the prosecution from the bits and pieces that I've seen are laying a very strong case for a guilty verdict. But let us not forget what happened in 1994 with LAPD, another police department who has a corrupt past. And I hope that they remember. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kenny. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Ooh, let me give you a little singing bowl, because y'all know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, bro. You snuck in. But I hope that they remember. I mean, I guess they think that this is going to take, I don't know if it'll be this week or next week. But I don't know about where you guys are. But in Southern California, in the Los Angeles area, in LA County, you know, Los Angeles, around it, we've been seeing a more heightened police presence as we're going through this trial. I mean, because, you know, there's other protests that have been going on. Over this weekend. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. You know, I think this is the first time you have come into my chat, sir. I think this is the first time you've come into my chat. Thank you so much. Over the weekend in Southern California, in Huntington Beach, there was a White Lives Matter protest with, you know, those people who like to wear sheets and those other people who like to, you know, do those Heil signs, you know. And then they met with some Black Lives Matter folk. And it became a very uncomfortable situation, and some people had to be taken away. This is going on while this trial is going on. And this is in a whole nother part of the country. But my point is that there's a whole lot of stuff going on. And if this trial goes the wrong way, there are people who may tend to do some crazy things. Now, supposedly, hey, Tehran, supposedly, the police, LAPD, and the LA County sheriffs said that they are prepared to, you know, deal with things differently now and try to accommodate peaceful protests and allow people to have their First Amendment rights, you know. But I think they also, I guess, are preparing themselves for in case folks lose their minds. I just noticed that I'm seeing a heightened, you know, amount of police presence. And I think that in major cities they're doing, especially in cities where the police don't have sterling reputations. But I don't know what's going to happen with this trial, y'all. I mean, the prosecution is putting on a good case, but the fact that the family was paid off, that seems to me like they were preparing them for this not going their way, for justice to not be served. So they gave them money. I mean, think about it. That young lady, Latasha, I can't remember her last name. I think it's Harlan, that was killed back in the 90s in LA by an Asian store owner. That owner of that store, that lady, got a 6-month sentence for killing that girl. And it wasn't a 6-month sentence to jail. It was just 6 months of probation. That young girl's life wasn't even worth someone spending time in jail. So now, if they do find him guilty, will he be given a sentence? Or they do some crazy stuff like 6 months, you know what I'm saying? Or give him probation. These are the things that could possibly happen, even if they give him a guilty verdict. Because they don't think that our lives are worth that much. Our lives aren't worth that much. Seriously. To them, hey, Miss Pamela. Our lives aren't worth that much to them. So, you know, I haven't been able to really like watch the trial. I've just kind of gotten whatever is going, you know, coming out. Now, you guys might be able to watch it, but I know I'll be triggered. I don't want to be triggered. I remember what happened after the Rodney King verdict. I remember I was here in California. I had friends who were supposed to get married that weekend who had to push their wedding out because the city went crazy. The city went crazy. So I pray about what's going on in Minnesota right now. I mean, they already burned down a police department in Minnesota last year in Minneapolis. That's a known corrupt police department. And haven't they technically disbanded themselves somewhat? I don't know. Meanwhile, we're starting to see craziness going on as our kids are about to go back to school. There was a shooting last week at a school in Tennessee. And then today in Southern California, there was someone with a gun seen by Sylmar High School in the San Fernando Valley. And so they had to get, those kids are already starting school this week. And, you know, I'm afraid because during this time where people were locked up, some people may have had issues, mental issues going on that went untreated, or they may have developed mental issues because of the isolation that many people went through. And now we have people coming back out because everything's starting to open back up. So we have these mental people who are doing stuff, and at the same time we have a president who is starting to do executive orders to ban certain weapons. Now, I don't need an assault weapon, okay? But my concern as a citizen is that while you're trying to keep the bad guys from getting guns, you're going to keep me from having a gun. Hey, Miss Couture Bay. What's up, Bree? You're going to keep us from getting them. So as I have been telling you guys all this time, if you are a law-abiding citizen who knows that they can pass the federal background check, I would suggest that you exercise your right to bear arms to protect yourself and your home during this time. Because as I said, some people didn't come through this with everything there. And some of them went in with it not being all there. Now they're in a worse situation because of basically a year. Exactly. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you listening from your bed, sis. I know it's late on the east side. I would have come on earlier tonight, you guys, but y'all know what? So we did all of the filming this weekend, but we're not finished. But we did a lot of filming this weekend, and I did a weekend vlog. It'll be out by tomorrow. It's done, except for I just have to drop my background music in and, edit it in my iMovies and upload that sucker. So it'll be up tomorrow. I think that is vlog 67. Vlog 67 for the Autism Mom Chronicles. Although I have many more uploads than that because I'm trying to be consistent, y'all. Y'all see I've been doing good. I've been trying to upload every day. I've been trying to do it. I've been trying. But if we had a meeting tonight to go over some of the scenes so that the cast could see some of the scenes. Otherwise, I would have come on earlier, y'all. I thought I was going to be able to come on earlier tonight, but maybe Wednesday I'll be able to do that. They may not want people to protect themselves, but as I said, if you know that you are a law-abiding citizen and you can pass that background check, as I know I can, I'm bondable. Having worked in banks, FBI already has my fingerprints. Okay? So, and I'm mentally stable. So I'm going to find out but I heard, now this might be everywhere, but I heard here in California, now they're going to make you got to take some kind of test before you can get a gun. Like, what is that about? I'm going to have to find out about that, y'all. I think it's just here in California because, we've been making people jump through hoops to get a gun for a while. But if you are law-abiding, you need to do that. Now, I know part of what Mr. Biden was putting in there was he wanted these unregistered guns to now be registered. Good luck with that one, sir. Good luck with that one. The guns that come unassembled, so it's not technically a gun because it's not put together. Yeah, those ones. That's the ones. I don't know what he's going to do about the ones that people are making on copy machines. What about those, y'all? Y'all heard about them being able to make them on, these special copy machines. Design the gun on the computer and then print it out. How are we going to register those, sir? See, as they're putting these laws out there, all you're doing is giving the criminal minded, time to get more creative. They're gonna get more creative, y'all. So while they're getting more creative, I told you guys this during COVID. I told y'all this during the lockdown. Okay, everything's starting to open back up now. Okay, so that means that people need to go do what you need to do, and learn how to fire a gun. Don't go get a gun and not be properly trained. I'm not saying that, but just exercise your rights as a citizen. Okay, because we are Americans. Period, y'all. Period. And we have to remember that we are not this 3/5 of a person. Yeah, no, we're not that. That's not us. So, but pray for that family of the young man who was stopped for expired tags and was shot by that police officer in Minnesota, like in the same vicinity of where they're doing the trial. Now, is that coinky dink? Is that a coinky dink, y'all? I mean, why would you go to draw anything in a traffic stop? Crazy. And you can hear, if you listen to the tape, this woman keeps saying taser, 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 and then draws a gun. I don't believe, in my opinion, that it was a alleged accident. My opinion, y'all. Because from my own knowledge of people that I know who are police officers, they're trained very well about the weapons. Okay? There was no reason for this woman to draw anything. And if she had not drawn anything, there would not have been any kind of accident. But this young man is dead for no reason. For no reason. And I bet she doesn't serve any jail time because his life is not worth that to these people. And because it was allegedly an accident. My foot. The only accident was that it was caught on camera. That's the only accident. That's the only accident. Y'all, I it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, I've been trying to catch some of the stuff that other people have been putting out today. Shouts out to my girl Jovi. Jovi Beauty. First, I caught for the things on her channel. I believe she was talking about Summer Walker today. Now, I had seen this before. This is funny. So, Summer Walker's with Lyndon on the track, the producer, the one who does those bomb tracks. And, she's I guess she just wants to be a mom and raise her family and everything. She's not going to be doing none of that. So apparently she was, crying, and London on the track got her a Tesla as her push present. And now she is not the only, one who has a child by him. So one of the other mothers got a little upset. About it. And made some comments to the extent that in Atlanta, fathers only, treat, certain baby mamas like this, their favorites. Well, okay, let's think about this, y'all. Let's think about this. Isn't he with Summer? They together. They in a relationship, like right now. So why would he be buying something for someone else? Why are you trying to get something from him? Because y'all have a kid. And he ain't with you, girl. You mad because he's doing for her. But that's how they always do. That's what you guys are saying. That part is crazy to me, y'all. But so this other little girl is upset because she didn't get something. She's not getting things. Is he taking care of his kid though? Is he taking care of his kid? That's all you need to worry about. Is that he's taking care of his kid. He don't need to be taking care of you. He don't need to be taking care of you. Y'all not together. He's with somebody else. He probably going, as Jovi said, he's probably going to marry that girl. You trying to get something out of a man that don't want to be with you no more. Just make sure he's taking care of your kid. That's, so sad, too bad. That's like the other example that Jovi brought. And I had forgot about this. See, because we don't ever hear about it no more. But I forgot about that, that baby that Mello had outside on Lala. And he don't have nothing to do with them other than financial. And it is what it is. But, men can detach themselves from the situation very easily. If they're not with you, if they're not feeling you, they will do for their child. But if they have to deal with you, to deal with their child, and y'all not together, they're probably not going to come around if they don't want to deal with you. But these girls don't be knowing. This is the reason why you should wait until you're married to have a child. I'm just saying, I know situations happen, but some of these babies are babies that these women had because they thought that they were going to trap a man. Don't do that. You're going to be a baby mama. And I don't know too much about that Usher situation, so I'm not going to speak on that yet. Oh, but I am going to speak on Mr. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, y'all, is having twins again with another woman. So he's the twinsy one. The twinsies are him. They weren't Mariah. He's the twinsy. He's the twinsy one. Two more babies. Nick needs to stop having babies, though, y'all. Because this man, from what I understand, allegedly doesn't believe in marriage anymore. So what? If you don't believe in marriage anymore, what are you going to do? Just keep having babies? You know, making illegitimate babies? Is that how you're going to do it now, Mr. Cannon? Since you don't believe in marriage anymore? Oh, yes. That Army lieutenant that got stopped, he is suing that police department for $1 million. He is Black and Latino. He was in his Army gear, and they pepper sprayed him. And that police department has not responded back to like the media in regards to this. It's clear from their own cam that they were in the wrong. And I hope that they give that they pay that man. There was no reason for them to pepper spray him. And it was about because his windows were tinted. Give me a break. And he had paper tags. But there was a paper tag right in the window. So they were wrong all the way around. If he don't get his money, you're gonna have the black and the browns jumping up and down. I know I saw the thing. They got this man down on, he had his hands out. They had him down on his knees, y'all. Bastards. They had that man on his knees. They had him on his knees. I forget where that was. Was that in Virginia? I think that was in Virginia. Y'all know how I feel about Virginia after what happened to that young man with autism in Richmond. So y'all know how I feel. Southern Virginia is not the place to be. It probably was in Southern Virginia because I know when I went to, I did my freshman year at Hampton, and the military base is right there. And that's, on the York River. Hampton, Newport News area. Ain't nothing nice. Ain't nothing nice if your skin is brown or black. I'm just saying. Because like when I was there, now granted, this was a while ago, but when I was there, it was like that. So, I mean, if it was like that when I was there, you see what I mean? If it was like that back then, just imagine what it's like now. We gotta find a way. We gotta find a way, Terry. That's because if you guys think about it, like I told you guys last week, that the middle class shrank by millions of people. But in actuality, a lot of that was the ever shrinking Black middle class in this country. Because a lot of people, we've had several hits, you guys. So after The Big Short, 10 years ago, after that, you had a lot of people who have been underemployed since then, okay? Since then. And then you have a global situation happen where entire industries went away and are still struggling to come back. Here in California, we have 2 major movie chains that will no longer be. Pacific Theaters and ArcLight Theaters in California will no longer exist. They are shut forever. That's thousands of people who have lost their jobs. And mind you, movie theaters and stuff, that's part of the hospitality, kind of entertainment industry. The majority of the people that work in the actual theaters, we're not talking about the corporate offices and stuff, but in the actual theaters, are, your middle class folk. 2 family incomes, they need both of those incomes. Now you've got thousands of people who, what they did, it's not coming back. It's going to take them a minute to train back up. So we're going to have this huge gap based on the way that our economy is structured. Which is why we always talk about these multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. Because we can't just, well, here's the thing. Pacific and ArcLight said that they have been struggling and they couldn't find any viable solutions. So they can't afford it, basically is what they're saying. So they're not able to open back up. Maybe because they can't do all the changes. I mean, other chains like AMC, which I believe are pretty much across the country. I don't know where Pacific theaters are located outside of California, to be honest with you. But they're shutting down here. And now that's obviously going to have an impact on, people going to the movies. Because now there's going to be a limit on access to movie theaters. Which, of course, is going to also impact the studios. Which means that they're probably going to have more things that may be going straight to streaming. Or streaming simultaneous to being in theaters in areas where there are no movie theaters. Can y'all imagine there's going to be like limited theaters in California, of all places, where Hollywood is? Isn't that crazy? But yeah, coming out of what has been going on in this world, there's a lot of things I think that we as citizens need to be thinking about. Like, we need to understand the laws of the land and understand that the laws of this land were not written for us. The Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, we are an amendment, a mere afterthought. Let that sink in, So the Black middle class is ever shrinking. And here's part of the reason why. The part of the reason why is we as Black people do not do things the way that we used to. There was a time when, at the time when you had the Great Migrations. Remember the Great Migration that happened between the 40s and the 70s, where we were leaving the South. Our parents were leaving the South and they went to the Northeast, the Midwest, and the West Coast. And in doing that, as people were going to the big cities, we always had family in those cities. You know, families would let families stay with each other. They'd save up money so that they would get their own places and everything. We don't do that anymore. Culturally, we don't do that. And I'm saying that, and that is what we culturally in this country don't do. Now, if you talk about Black people outside of this country, they still do that. Somehow that was lost on us. Somehow we lost that. Somehow we lost that. But you can look at Latinos, you can look at your Asians, and they still do that. They understand that it takes, you know, the family to do this. You know, family, they do this so that everyone can move up. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. You know, we really don't. I mean, you may still have it to a small extent, but we don't. We lack the financial literacy, not because it's not available, but simply because we don't teach it. Generation after generation, each generation has to learn it on their own. The previous generation doesn't teach the generation behind them. It doesn't help them. That's what we don't do. That's what we don't do. We're like, I made it. You make it on your own. And I'm not saying that that's all of us, because I know a lot of people, you know, who are in families. Like in my family, if I really, really needed something, I got family that could help. And that would help if I asked. But you know, we all proud. That's the other thing. We won't ask. We won't even ask for help. We won't even go into the plan thinking that we can all have some. It's all about me and mine. And that is one of the reasons why we fail. I know there's going to be some drive-ins. There's a few drive-ins in Southern California. And then, like, I know that there are some communities that do like seasonal drive-ins, like in the summertime. Like, I know, because I live in the South Bay area, you know, adjacent to Los Angeles. And there are several cities down here that will have like a movie in the park. It's not a drive-in, but you know, you go to the park, they have it up. People, you know, you bring your blankets and they sit out on the grass and they have those. They did that, and this was pre, you know, all of this. This was before all of that happened. So I'm hoping that those type of things will come back, especially because you can social distance doing that. Because we're going to be social distancing for a while. We are going to be social distancing for a while, y'all. We are. So let me give you guys some some updates on a couple of things. The weekend, like I said, I think you guys are going to really like this weekend vlog. I'm glad that I'm able to start doing these again. You know, I haven't been able to do like weekend vlogs and stuff like that for the last year because we weren't doing it. The weekend was at home. You know, it would have been a home vlog, you know, and maybe I could have done that. But, you know, I like doing these, you know, ones. So I was able to, I did a whole compilation. I just started on Saturday. You guys will get some footage and some shots, you know, from Saturday and Sunday on location. And then I, you know, pushed in there, you know, being officially back in my church yesterday. That was, I just don't understand. Because for me, I felt like the governor of the state of California had personally violated my right to assemble and worship. You know, so I was happy that we were able to go back into our house of worship. You know, now I know there are a lot of people who, during this time that we were in lockdown, they're saying that a lot of people have basically given up on, have stopped going to church. They're not going to go to church. You know, they're good with being at home and all of that stuff. And that's nice for some other people. I as someone that's a positive part of my life. I don't feel no obligation about it. It's someplace I want to be. It's great. I'm going to Bible study tomorrow. So it's great. I loved it. We're not to the point where we're back to church as usual. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of people at church yesterday. I think the majority of the members are still coming in via Zoom, but those of us who live locally were there, and we had a part of our choir up on the platform. You know, I guess we're gonna have to start rotating that, because I can already see it's going to be a challenge, because we're going to have to go to 2 services in order to, you know, do the social distancing. I don't go to like a, you know, huge mega church. Praise God for that. I'm not a mega church person, but I think we were the only sanctuary within the area, in our area, that has opened back up. I'm not even sure if the bigger churches in the city that my church is in have opened. You know, but we were there, so it was good. And then I have all the you know, the movie set footage stuff for you guys. So that will be up by tomorrow for you guys. I promise. You know, I'm getting better at this, because I literally, what I did is each day I edited what I did that day, so that all I would have to do the next day is just drop in what I did the day before. So everything literally is done, except for adding the music and, you know, my other little things that I want to add into it. But other than that, it's done. So it'll be up. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. Of, you know, doing video and getting out, you know, getting it completed and out to you guys within a timely fashion. Because I literally have multiple videos that I'm doing that are in various stages of edit, but they're coming. And then I also want to give you guys an update on where I am on getting the membership launched. Someone was telling me I don't have to have all my emojis and badges ready immediately, but y'all know I'm anal, So I'm going to have some emojis. I'm making some of my own personal emojis. So I've only done, I only was able to get 2 of the ones of them designed over the weekend because I'm literally doing them myself. And it's not taking that long to actually design it when I design it, but I'm looking, you know, for what I want. So it takes a minute. So it's coming, y'all. It's coming. It'll be this week because I'm working on it every day. I'm gonna do hopefully another emoji tonight. And then I'll work on a few more tomorrow. And then the next thing I wanted to tell you guys is that my next, I already have what my next painting is going to be after I finish the one that I've been working on. And the next one is going to be something that is called diamond painting, you guys. It's going to be literally like little Swarovski crystals that I'm literally putting on the canvas to make the picture. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I'm going to be doing that one. You know, it's similar to stippling, where you're you know, doing a lot of dots with ink, pen and ink. This way I'm doing dots with different color crystals, and it's actually going to be what I originally had as my background for Not So Random Chats, you guys. Y'all know the waterfall, the beautiful purple waterfall that I have. I still have it. As a matter of fact, I have it out there tonight. But that is what the painting is going to be, in little Swarovski crystals that are like these pinks and purples. And it's going to be glittering and stuff. So I'm going to be working on that. And I may be doing 2 paintings at the same time because that one I know is going to be intense. It's going to be intense. So I may be doing 2 of them at the same time. So y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. Wait a minute, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go grab something so y'all can see it. Grab it. All right, give me a second, guys. I'm getting ready to come on camera because I want to show it to you guys. Let me see. Let me get my mouse. Come on camera. Hey guys, there's David. Say hi. Hello. Okay. So now I want to show you guys. Let me show it to you guys. The canvas is folded up. All right. So hopefully you guys can see this for a second. All right. So this is y'all see? Y'all remember this? This is it. Okay. And then what I'm going to be doing, you guys can see this. It's crystals. Bunch of different, all the different colors. See the purple ones, the lavender ones. I don't know how many of them are, but basically what it is you guys probably can't see, but actually on the canvas, there's little, you see? So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing. And, you know, this is my other stuff. It's going to be interesting, guys. Let me put it back in its little case. It's just in some plastics folded up. Put it back because I don't want it out. It's hard to get back in this little thing. But when I get ready to do it, all I'm going to do is, basically hang it up. There's a clip up here you guys can't see, but there's a clip up here that I'm going to just clip it on so that it'll just stay on here. And then also I have another easel that's tabletop that I can work on it as well. So it's going to just depend on, how I'm going to be working on it, the angles I want to get if I'm doing any filming. But I wanted you guys to see that. I think that one's going to be interesting. Now it's back in this thing. Got this on Amazon from one of the art supply stores. It's because it was only available online, so I got it online. And then a lot of times when I go looking for stuff in Michael's, I can find it online, but it's not in the store, in my local store. So you guys will like that one. That one will be interesting. Y'all know I like to have purples, and this one is gonna get done. I didn't get to do any of the painting that I wanted to do this weekend. I got to do a little bit on this side. I didn't get to do my filming, so I didn't feel inclined to do more. So I guess I'm gonna have to finish it this week. I guess I'm gonna have to finish it this week, y'all. It's got to get done because I got to get it out of here so I can get it. It's in this like little frame thingy, and that's kind of cute. But I think I want to actually get it framed if it comes out as nice as I want. And then I guess I gotta sign it somewhere. Somewhere I gotta put my little signature. Now, usually the way I sign my stuff is I put my initials, and I put, the year that I did it. So it'll be a 2021, I guess. So it'll be 21. Yeah, I'm not going to put the 20. But you guys, I'm about to get out of here. I do have some more videos that I'm working on. Autism ones. I have some candles that I'm going to review. And then let me just show you guys before I get off of here a couple of autism items that I got. Some jewelry. I have this beautiful infinity bracelet, necklace, you see, with the little autism puzzle piece. Y'all see that? And then I got, let me show you the last one. A little subtle. And then I have this beautiful bracelet. There you go. There we go. You see that? And it's got the little puzzle pieces on the heart. And those are just little CZ crystals on it. I thought you guys would like that. But I'm going to get on off of here. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I will see you guys in upload form tomorrow because I have, my daily upload. And then I will be also uploading Artsy Autism Mom Chronicles Vlog 67, my weekend vlog. So I have two for you guys tomorrow. But I am up. Where is my fan, y'all? Y'all see me? I'm shining. I'm shining. My fan is nowhere to be seen. I'll get it when I get off. So y'all just have to see my shiny face. Anyway, you guys, I'll see you guys in real time on Wednesday. Thank you again, homie Kenny, for the super chat. I love you guys for coming. You could have been anywhere but here, but y'all came on through. So I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. And when I go off camera, you guys will be able to see the actual, digital of what I'm going to be doing the diamond painting of. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.